So, I just want to know, um, now that the brother is gone, what do y'all feel about it?
I'm gonna tell you 100% honesty. When I heard about it, I can't say I was sad about it. I just was like, oh wow, really? And the thing is this: I see so many people across social media, other black women, black men, getting on black women who are celebrating his death. So let me say this: I don't celebrate the death of anybody. I understand that in ways that other people, I view death differently than other people, and I'm aware of that. But because of that reason, I know that somebody somewhere is hurting that that man is no longer physically here. So I'm not going to celebrate his death. But what I will say is I'm not bothered by it either.
Oh, really?
So you can't, this is the thing, you can't make a group of people feel trampled on and then expect them to turn around and feel sympathy for you because you did. It's the same thing when I go to funerals and I hear the preacher up there saying all this good stuff about the shitty person in the casket. Like, whether you dead or alive, I'm gonna be real. I would rather somebody be real at my funeral. Like, she was funny, she had a funky ass attitude sometimes, but we still loved her. As opposed to, we like to put people, well, then again, his followers always put him on a pedestal, dead or alive. It's just gonna get worse now that he dead, and I think there's gonna be somebody looking to follow in his footsteps and step up into his shoes and be the next godfather for all these hopeless souls. But this is the thing. I didn't agree with everything he said. I saw some validity in some of the things he said, but the way he delivered his message was bullshit. So, I mean, I'm sorry for his family, but I'm not specifically shedding tears for him.
I agree. I only watched like one actual episode of his. And the one that I watched, like, there's like 3 or 4 women on there, and all of them were like delusional as fuck. I mean, just immensely delusional. But I did see clips, and there were some things that, of the clips that I saw, they were, obviously short clips. So they were, and they obviously had been sensationalized, because, of his persona. So, there were things that he said, in the clips that I saw that I didn't agree with. But there were also things that he said in some of the clips that I saw that I did. I agree with Kaya. I am not going to celebrate anybody's death, because that is entirely too permanent. So with that being said, I will say I find it interesting though that, for everything that he said, or that, he was accused of saying, the type of women to avoid, it's going around on social media that one of those types of women is, who he basically got found with or got caught with, in essence. And so it's kind of like, it's one of those, do as I say, not as I do type of deals, right? And at the same time, you have a lot of, like, I really haven't seen a whole lot of women that are celebrating him on social media, celebrating his death on social media. What I have seen was a lot of people that were saying, hey, I'm not celebrating it, but at the same time, he had a trash ass, personality. Like, he was trash as fuck. So it's really something where they're unbothered or just is kind of like, okay, well, on to the next thing, but I definitely agree. There's going to be somebody that pops up, because there's people going out. There's men out right now that are like, oh, well, he didn't, what he said was true, and everything that he said was true. And y'all women, y'all just don't want to hear it. Y'all just don't want to be held accountable, and you're this and you're that and blah, blah, blah. And there's already men that are lining up to kind of step into his shoes. And it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, we are all too damn old for this shit. This whole gender war bullshit is just that. we seem to be the only community that is really in the midst of having this. No, you don't really see or hear about white people, Asian people, Latino people, any of that having this all out gender war like Black Americans are. And they might have their problems, but it's not as prevalent and as all over social media like it is in our community. So that's my thing to it.
All right, Jay. I definitely want to hear what you got to say.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the light going because that light behind me was killing me. I agree with both the ladies. However, what struck a nerve, because I can ignore a lot, and I was ignoring stuff. I'll be very clear and own up to what I posted in the group with the dude in the coffin. I was like, oh, here we go. And when I shared that, like, this is sad, but at the same time, I couldn't help it. Like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and laugh and take ownership, but I'm not going to celebrate. I wasn't laughing like good for him. I was laughing like this don't make no sense. How people just don't have no type of feelings. So fast forward to yesterday or this morning, I don't even remember. Vivica Fox goes on, and she looks like she's bloating to me. My opinion, because
she got no room to gloat for shit. Okay,
right. Well, unlike you two, unlike y'all. As far as your opinion, you made sure you said, I'm not celebrating, but I'm not sad either. Well, she was like, y'all know how she make her body just, she was like, karma. That's it. And I'm like, you're the last one. Like, only thing I know about you is you had a hit and you was on the road at one point in time with your career, but then once your marriage tumbled and then your flame was 50, I don't remember nothing else. You just blew up. You did a little Kim thing with me, with the whole, all this going on. I don't know nothing else going on. Oh, and she got a weave hairline. That's it. But that kind of like struck a nerve because I don't wish death. And I didn't agree with 75% of what this man talked about. His delivery was abrasive as hell. But like I was telling Lisa and them earlier, I was like, when he say things, especially what I didn't agree with, I didn't let it resonate. It didn't resonate with me. Like, you can walk past me and say, yeah, F these hoes or F these bitches or whatever. I'm not going to say, watch how you talking women, because I know I'm not. So at the same time, I'm not going to let everything that a man say bother me. But, like, there's no coming back from when death. This is not a video game. There's no coming back from that. So I'm not going to sit here. When the guy got stabbed by that white lady, and we was all talking about that last month, I was like, when I found out, y'all didn't see me laughing and clowning about, oh yeah, well, serve him right. I was like, damn, that's messed up.
Yeah, it really is. It's sad.
That situation is
come back.
even more, right. That situation is even more sad because, you know, that man, you know, everybody is making all these excuses of, oh, well, when he said that it was so many years ago. And it's like, no, it's not so many years ago. He has recent tweets where he's like, you know, dogging black women out, and even some of his family members, like his cousins and shit, were dogging black women out. And now it's gotten to a point where they're like, oh, okay, well, now we need your help. We need black women to help us so that we can get justice for him. And it's like, no.
Need black women how?
Because they were, you know, they're saying, oh, you know, black women, we always rally for people, you know, to get justice and so on and so forth. And so that's what they want black women to do for him now. And it's like, fuck no.